Dude, hey there boys and girls, and welcome to the Extreme Bible Challenge. Aw, yeah. Dude, I love this time of year. Well, before we talk about that, Commander Larry, do you got a verse for us?
Yes, let's see here. Praise be to the Lord, the God of Israel, because he has come to his people and redeemed them. Luke 1:68.
Dude, I'm like super excited because I want to hear about the best Christmas present ever. Was it a bicycle? Was it a new dog? Oh, Pastor Tony, can you tell us about the best Christmas present ever?
That's right, Extreme Dude. We actually are learning today about the best Christmas present ever. That present is Jesus. But before we get there, let's take a look at the Big God story. You see, that's our Bible. The Big God story is the Bible full of a whole bunch of stories of real life people, real experiences, and how God made himself real to them. Today we're learning, as we learn more about God, that God or the Lord will provide. Yes, the Lord will provide. And so as we look at what sets up the best Christmas present ever, you see, we found out just a little bit ago that God prepares the way. The whole first part of our Bible was God preparing the way for, in the book of Luke, what was about to happen. You see, we learned about how Zachariah and Elizabeth, they had a baby. Okay, and as Elizabeth was about to have this baby, John, someone else came on the scene. The same angel that appeared to Zachariah appeared to another young lady. In Luke chapter 1, we see an angel appear to a young lady by the name of Mary. Have you ever heard of Mary before? Yeah, we're going to talk about Mary. Let's read this. In Luke chapter 1, okay, the angel went to her and said in verse 28, "Greetings, you are highly favored. The Lord is with you." Now, I don't know about you, but I don't very often have an angel just show up in my bedroom. I'm sure it freaked Mary out. Now, we don't know a lot about Mary, but she was probably a teenage girl. We know that she was engaged to be married to a guy named Joseph, and he was a pretty great guy. But they weren't married yet, and all of a sudden an angel appears to Mary and says, "You're going to have a son." Wait a minute. She hasn't even kissed anybody yet. No smoochy or nothing. How's she going to have a son? Well, God does miracles. And so the angel explained what was going to happen, that God was going to take care of her, and from her stomach was going to come a redeemer. From her was going to come the Savior, was going to come Jesus. Now, Mary remembered all of the sins that had happened over the years, how people had messed up, and that God always had a plan to bring a new king, to bring somebody who would redeem us so we could have a relationship with God, because God is enough. And she was getting picked that day. Wow. I mean, I would have been really nervous. Maybe you would have been nervous. But check out what Mary says. In verse 38, she says, "I am the Lord's servant. May your word to me be fulfilled." And the angel left her. Now here's the cool part. Okay, after this, Mary goes to her cousin Elizabeth's house just to find out what's going on, and finds out that Elizabeth is pregnant. That was a miracle. It confirmed that God does miracles. God does miracles in your life too. And maybe it doesn't make sense how something's going to happen, but the Lord will provide. That's right, the Lord will provide. God provided, and Mary, well, we're going to get to hear about baby Jesus in just a little bit. But before we get there, let's just take a moment and remember that God provides for you. God provides for me. God provides no matter what. The Lord will provide. Back to you, Extreme Dude.
Dude, I can't wait to hear about the best Christmas present. Jesus? Whoa! All right, so make sure you keep watching the Extreme Bible Challenge. This is Extreme Dude. See you next time!